The real reason Hollywood keeps on woking on. With all due respect to people like Nerdrotic and Critical Drinker, who know so much more about the lore of the comics and Lord of the Rings than I ever will, hell, they've forgotten more than I'll ever learn. What they possess in terms of lore, they lack in terms of political awareness. I feel like when they talk politics, I'm listening to what mainstream media has told people to believe. Again, I repeat, I enjoy their channels because I like a lot of the same things they do. Action films, thrillers, Marvel, Lord of the Rings, Spider-Man. But I don't know nearly as much as they do about those things. But when they deviate into politics, all I'm hearing is mainstream media talking points. And I get it. They love what they love and have seen it destroyed by woke Hollywood. Gary from Nerdrotic just released a video talking about how it might be changing. But a word to the wise.
This is rumor control. Here are the facts.
Be careful when you are responding to the very people who have done you wrong. Again, he is taking in what mainstream media is feeding him. Mainstream media is the communications or propaganda wing of the elite. The elite have more wealth and power than you, average citizen, are probably aware of. See this video for how economically out of whack things are and Americans' lack of perspective of it. The wealthy elite have unprecedented wealth in human history, and they know the only way to hold on to it is to keep Americans divided. I'm not talking about taking away all their wealth, but I'm also not in favor of having 3 people own everything, while the rest of us own nothing, are homeless, and drowning in medical debt. I don't know if there's a happy medium. Heck, I don't know if there's a happy anything in this world anymore. But I do know there's a more functional medium where hardworking people can own their own home, spend some quality time with loved ones, and not be buried under crushing medical debt. Now, the real reason why you're here, from my clickbaity thumbnail. Hollywood perpetuates woke in spite of heavy box office losses because that's far better than the alternative. People uniting. Not unanimously. 300 million people are never going to agree on anything. Well, maybe this. But they keep pushing woke because it divides us. Some knee-jerk jump to supporting anything called woke, and others knee-jerk hating anything called woke. By the way, in 2015, Americans were uniting around 2 real leftist issues, healthcare and raising the minimum wage, the Bernie Sanders Medicare for All, and Sharma Sawant in the Fight for 15. That panicked the elite, and they have ever since been really working to platform woke. One of the biggest questions when a new movie or TV series comes out is it woke? Or how woke is it? As long as we're going to be good Pavlov's dogs and respond so predictably to everything they squirt out, the more they can easily herd us into cutting Social Security, taking away our rights, and marching us into the next war. They need us divided. One rich person in a room full of 100 poor people can keep all his money by turning one half of the room against the other. This small group of super wealthy people control Wall Street, the arms industry, big pharma, the health insurance industry, big agriculture, big tech. Losing a few billion to hold on to their trillions is just the cost of doing business. Pfizer was sued by the post office because of a medication they developed for back ailments commonly suffered by letter carriers. They knew of a debilitating side effect, but didn't reveal that. They also knew they'd get taken to court and get sued and probably would lose about $2 to $3 billion in damages. They also knew the deal would make them $7 billion in profits. After paying court-imposed damages, they would take home about $4 billion in profits, and leaving in their wake millions of sick victims who took their medicine. But they didn't care. They netted $4 billion. The court fees, the victims, just the cost of doing business. What's going on in Hollywood is the same strategy executed on a larger scale. Take a hit in the short term to maintain control and wealth for the long term. People need to unite to get what they want, and I ain't talking about everybody joining hands and singing Kumbaya, however that chart buster goes. Again, MAGA, Blue MAGA, keep on fighting the culture war. Keep hating each other. But don't go into medical debt over it, dummies. Enjoy your bugs.